Hello and welcome to Bro Jewel. For this special 50,000 subscriber special, we've got another one of our top 10 lists. This time it's immersion. As always with our top 10s, we've included mods that we've personally used and have experience with, so we're bound to have missed someone's favourite mod. But if you think a mod is missing, then be sure to share it down below so others can use it too. Starting off the list at number 10 is Open Cities of Skyrim, a mod that removes the loading screens when you travel into and out of a city. With the loading screens removed, the mod opens up a more realistic and immersive city gate. Now if you want to ride your horse right into the city, you can, or if you want some help fighting an enemy, running towards the city will cause the guards to help you fend them off. This subtle change really does have more of an effect than you might think. Having open cities really does increase immersion. Number 9 is OBIS, or Organised Bandits in Skyrim. OBIS adds over 1,000 new bandits throughout the world of Skyrim. The bandits have been separated into 34 different clans, each coming with their own detailed hierarchy and skill sets. Each group also has a level of notoriety, which puts an interesting spin on the endless amount of bandit camps. In total there are around 1,224 new, handmade and unique bandits, each one with a different look so you'll never run into the same one twice. There are almost 200 named bandits too, to give it a more unique feel. And with that alongside a new system in place that randomises bandit spawns in camps so you'll always fight a new and interesting mix, you'll never get bored of bandit camps with this mod installed. Immersive Patrols is our number 8. Immersive Patrols adds fully functional, scheduled patrols of almost every major faction in Skyrim. That includes Stormcloaks and Imperials, the Silver Hand and Werewolves, Vampires, Travellers, Merchants and even Bandits.
Good morning.
So that means while you're travelling around Skyrim, you've got a good chance to run into a patrol of one of these factions. If you've got a bounty, then any patrolling mercenary groups will hunt you down, and if two rival groups meet, then there'll be a huge fight. The mod can lead to some very interesting encounters while you're on your travels. The added merchants also help if you're in need of topping up any supplies while you're out. The mod definitely adds some much needed life to the more open areas of Skyrim. 7 is Pumping Iron. Pumping Iron is a mod made by Gopher that addressed a problem that he had in one of his playthroughs. As his character progressed, his physical appearance remained the same. And so Pumping Iron was born, a mod that allows you to see the change in your character's physical build as he grows stronger in game. The mod works by slightly increasing the size of your character's muscles every time you gain a skill level in any combat skill or smithing skill. The more you increase your skill levels, the bigger and stronger your character will look. The effect is very gradual, and you won't notice a huge jump in size right away, but over time as you level up more and more combat skills, it will definitely become more noticeable. You'll also need to rest to make the most of your training and to make sure you get the full benefit of leveling up. It's a relatively small change, but it's something we really enjoyed using. Being able to actually see your character's physical appearance change as he or she gets stronger is a great way to improve immersion. At 6 is a 3-part series of mods called The Sounds of Skyrim. The 3 sections are Dungeons, Civilization and the Wilds. The main aim of the mods is to add life and atmosphere to the world of Skyrim. They do so by adding over 500 new sounds to each of the areas in the game, with the first focusing on dungeons and caves. Adding sounds so you can hear the weather outside, as well as unique sounds for the type of dungeon, like Draugr screams in Nordic tombs. The Wilds focuses on the wildlife in Skyrim, and adds new sounds like rain splatter on trees in wooded areas, as well as insects and animal noises that you can hear in the distance. And finally, Civilization focuses on towns, villages and wherever NPCs live. This one adds things like children playing, cats fighting, dogs barking and more. The best way to understand these mods is with an example, so be sure to wear headphones as the changes are subtle but effective. That was just a quick snippet of each of the 3 mods. There's so many more sounds, and we recommend you try out our number 6 for yourselves to hear in game. For number 5 we've got 2 mods that we're counting together, Immersive Armors and Immersive Weapons. Immersive Armors and Weapons are mods that take several sets of armor and weapons and seamlessly integrate them into the world of Skyrim. A total of 22 new sets of armors and 224 new weapons have been added, and they've all been added to the leveled lists, so you'll be finding them naturally as you play through the game. What's great is that you'll find that you always have a new armor set or weapon that's appropriate for where you are in the game, from starting sets with stats equivalent to the beginner sets in the vanilla game, all the way up to items that rival the strength of things like Daedric equipment. All of the weapons and armors in the mods are lore friendly and immersive, and the way they've been integrated into the game seamlessly is why they've made our number 5 spot. Number 4 on the list is Hunterborn, a mod that changes the kill and loot system of animals to make things more immersive. While there are similar mods to this one is the most in-depth hunting mod out there. With the mod installed, once you've scored a kill on an animal, you can do a variety of different things, like skin it, harvest items like antlers, or butcher it and take its meat. You can even increase the items you receive while hunting by making a new hunting knife that the mod adds. The amount of meat you receive is also relative to the size of animal you've killed, so killing a deer will give much more meat than something like a wolf. And with 44 new alchemy ingredients that you can harvest from animals, we think this mod definitely deserves a spot on this list. And number 3 is Wet and Cold, a mod that adds dynamic wet and cold related effects. Wet and Cold adds several visual effects that you'll notice when it's either raining or cold outside. For example, anyone out in the rain will have visible water dropping off them, the same goes if they've just been swimming. If you're out in the cold, then you'll notice that you'll be able to see the condensation when you're breathing, with a steam-like effect. Other changes include new sounds for when things are wet or cold, like your feet squelching when you walk around while wet. With the mod installed, NPCs will also react to the weather. They'll go and get thick clothing when it's cold, and they'll run inside if it starts to rain or if a blizzard starts up. You'll even be blinded if you look up during a blizzard or rainstorm. The level of detail that this mod goes into is unrivaled by any other mod when it comes to rain and snow. Our number 2 is Realistic Needs and Diseases, a mod that aims to increase the use of food, drink and sleep while in game. With Realistic Needs and Diseases, you'll need to make sure your character eats and drinks every now and again, like you would obviously have to do in real life. If you don't, you'll slowly start to go through the stages of hunger and thirst, each stage intensifying the negative effects you receive. The same goes for sleep. If your character is too tired, then you'll be much less effective while in combat. The mod also changes the way diseases work. You'll no longer be able to ignore a disease, because the longer you leave it, the worse it'll become. So now there's actually an incentive to go and get it cured. The simplicity of this mod is what makes it so great. It adds a much needed level of immersion, while still keeping things fun and not overly complicated. And finally, our number 1 mod that increases immersion is Frostfall, Hypothermia Camping Survival. A well-known system by most of you, Frostfall uses a sophisticated system to track your location, the weather, time of day, clothes you're wearing and more to work out what your current condition is. With Frostfall installed, you'll have to make sure you're in control of how long you're outside for in the harsh weather of Skyrim. With Skyrim being set in such a cold climate, the weather around you should affect you in a variety of ways in which the vanilla game just doesn't address. Frostfall makes it so you're punished if you're not aware of your surroundings. You'll have to build campfires, craft new items like tents and backpacks, harvest wood and more to make sure you survive. Frostfall increases your immersion while also keeping things fun. The game becomes genuinely challenging when the mod is installed, and you really feel like you're on an adventure in the harsh environment that Skyrim provides. And that's why it's our number 1. It's a mod that everyone should try out, and we had a lot of fun with our Frostfall playthrough. And that's the end of our top 10 immersion video. We chose the mods we've played through and found to increase our immersion the most. There are going to be mods we've missed, or you feel should be included, so if you want us to try out any immersion mods left out of this list, then leave a comment down below and we'll try them out. Links for all of the mods featured in the video can be found down below. Thanks for 50,000 subscribers, and thanks for watching.